the Hollywood Illuminati party, something he talks about recently during an IRL stream with Sneeko. When Academics was hanging out with Sneeko at some point in the stream, Academics started telling Sneeko about the time he was invited to an Illuminati party. According to BJ Academics,
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He claimed that he was supposed to meet someone in the parking lot of the
Off the play fake, Allen.
But somehow he ended up inside.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dylan Kincaid. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Got coordinator ran it. The elements of going to making a big play. This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket him up nicely.
He's free going down the left side. It's a Phillips. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown in the air. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Nico asked them at the end if they were trying to initiate. Academics also makes a strange remark about girls in there who were dancing off. He said
after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
What was taking place? This was Academics' first time experiencing the Illuminati party firsthand.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give them 7 there on the take and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by beating the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds. Hey. Before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett.
He also goes on to say, he thinks it's the part of the
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage. Tight passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Wow, the coverage with this side break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive reps and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete the pass.
The guy who actually runs the entire music business.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take, points, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He has said this himself. He even managed to get his friend Liverpool signed by 10K Project. Academics attended an Illuminati party where he was initiated. It was the day his career in the industry made it to the next level. He is just a puppet for the industry. He has admitted out of his own mouth that he gets paid by those.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can down the numbers. There he goes.
Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
When you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And you know the person that's at illegal, CMG, and the person that's at the big illegal is still the blue, man. Stop that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
So that guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Pickett sets up play action. And that goes incomplete on the draw. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Another one to whack one under connection. Yo,
Presley Harvin on to punt.
Hold on. I just lied on the face up. We're still on the podcast right now.
Directional kick going toward the sideline. This is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Hey, look like this. I'll say this to you. We talk more about our focus.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Stating that there are parties behind the party.
You know, I talk to Wack on and off camera. Anytime I ask him anything about Diddy, man.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Allen gonna throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Look at the big fella go. He may go. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the Truth Talk podcast. I'm back here with Dee.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Allen going to change it up. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Kai is just a harmless guy.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Able to shake him off. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. On 4th down, Matt Eliza is sent on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
I know the urban community youth is targeted. He is not dumb. Instead of using his massive platform to bring change and positively influence his audience, he sells out to the elite and is being used to push the
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They've move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost tries. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got it complete. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. We'll see if they can try to hit Painter. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, 30 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Chilling, having a good time. They're not really showing their audience the real reality of life.
Good with the extra
Something
point.
else I
And that
realized
makes
is
it
that
a
in one of the
14-10
episodes, they
ball
invited
game.
Sean Rock, and at some point she starts saying some prayers, and yeah, that sounds really nice and all. But my problem with this
Boswell
is,
now
just
to
a
kick
few
it
months
away
back,
after the
she had to like
touchdown.
attack Will Wiki for doing the same thing on the Madden East show. Obviously, we can see these things are being done
Naheem
just
Hines
for the
now
camera,
out of his
but I
end
feel like
zone.
this makes her
And
very
in hindsight,
disrespectful.
probably
I don't
should have
want people
taken
to
a
think
knee
that
as he
Sean
only
on
gets
high
this
screen
out to
and
the
be confused and
16-yard
think that she's
line.
reporting right. The fact that she got mad when Will Wiki was doing this, and then she goes and she does it,
Buffalo offense
just,
ready
it
to
really
go for
shows
their
her
next
true colors
drive.
and reveals
And
that
we'll
she's
see
really
how
not
this
very
is
tight.
played.
I feel like
Offensively,
if
they've
you
got the
hold
lead.
this
Not a
in
whole lot of time
situation
left.
as
What do you
an
think,
in-joke
Charles?
to
Well, it's
influence you,
tempting
but we're
to try
sad
to
that
add to your
person isn't
lead.
a joke. It's
And a
so
mistake
serious in
there
somebody's life.
That can change things in a big way.
You're not
I
able
say
to
go
be out
ahead,
the
take the
road
knee,
doing
get on
anything
out for the
successful
half.
with their time because they chose to be
And
on
a good
attack. The
quarterback
path that they're
facing
choosing,
zone
they're being
coverage. If he has
manipulated
just a
to
little bit
take
of
through the
time
stuff
to
they're being
survey the
influenced
scene,
by
that's
on
what's going to
social
happen.
media
No
and
doubt
the
about it.
media.
If there's
That's
no
a great
pressure,
point.
he's going to
Especially when
continue to
you
pick
mentioned
them
the
apart
Deshaun
because
Watson
he'll have
situation.
all
So
that
many
time to
people
find
probably saw
someone
that
open
tweet,
downfield. You can
felt
only cover for so
happy
long.
about that
So
loss.
maybe
Deshaun
they want to go
Watson
to a zone
probably
blitz
played
scheme,
for the
get a little bit more
That
pressure.
situation that
Remember
happened
when
on
Carolina
Madden,
did
and
that?
for
They
myself,
set
I
him
said,
up down
yeah,
the
this is not
field.
someone that
He will
the
go
Chiefs
out
should
right
price
near
him
the
for. Right?
45-yard
Even if it's
line.
off his
The
intention,
big
he
gainer
showed
there
the
on the
true
catch and
intentions of
run,
himself. And it's
37
really common that the
yards.
What
industry
a game
loves
he's
these
having. They've not
influencers
been
and
able to
celebrities
stop him
to push their
or even
specific
slow him
agenda.
down.
And they'll
He's got
create
2
narratives
touchdowns
and create
already.
images for
That
these
could have been
artists
a
or
third.
influencers,
He's got
like
the
we've seen with
secondary
Eddie
coach
Jackson in the past.
asking people
Recently, I just
answers.
spoke about
Can you
Akon.
help me
Akon
out?
is a
Because
perfect
we are not
example.
slowing him
Akon
down.
never
And
really
a
went to
throw to
prison,
the end
but his
zone
whole
on
entire
first down,
persona,
but
his
it
whole
winds
entire
up
image was of
incomplete.
being a man
And
in the
they've been
streets,
aggressive, airing it
surviving the
out all
streets.
game
Here's in
long, and no
prison,
better
even though he
evidence
never
than those
went to
last 2
prison. He
snaps.
did
They
get
were
in
going to be
trouble
this
one time
coverage, though,
for a
2
weapons
plays in a
charge,
row,
but after
and
that,
that
he was
one
given
falls
probation.
incomplete.
He didn't go to prison for it. So his whole conflict image is fake. And even better example
Here's
was Little
2nd and
Martin.
10.
Little Martin was the best example of all. His father was a multi-millionaire when he already had him. He's like grew up in mansions and has everything he's ever wanted. But then he goes and pretends and cross-dresses
So they
as a
fake the
gangster.
handoff.
Goes
Now
to the hood, to
and
the
the
bars,
Steeler
and
pressure
working,
too
and
much here.
makes
He's
all
going
these drill rappers
down.
pretending to be gangsters.
Now the
This is
Bills will
literally
use the
what
second of
the
their
industry does. They
timeouts
use kids like
as
these
they get
so
it
they can
right at the
influence the
32nd
youth to
mark
follow
of this
this
first
path, like you
half.
said, a path of
So
destruction.
after the
Yeah,
sack,
and you know
Allen
what's
and the
crazy?
Bills with
You
work to do
mentioned
on
all
3rd
those
and
old
long.
rappers who were rapping about things that they didn't do. They helped create the rappers like K-Flux and D-Thing, promoting this life of
From the
destruction
shotgun,
that these
he'll
kids
look to
didn't know was
throw.
just a facade.
They
So
have pressure
eventually they
coming, and
grew
they
up and
got him
actually
once
participated
again.
in this stuff and ended
T.J.
up in
Watt
prison.
in
But
there to
before they
get him,
got in
and that is
prison,
sack
they were
number
basically
6
thinking
now
about
for him
destroying
on the
each
year.
other,
The
turning
Steelers
around
signal
when
for the
somebody was
second
hurt
of their
so they're not
timeouts.
here anymore,
So
and
that
then
means they're down
mocking
to
them,
1 remaining
spreading
here
this
as
all
we
over
head toward
everybody was just
halftime.
consuming this. We saw where they ended up, just listening to the rappers who were not even living that
Here's
life,
Matt
just
Araiza
pushing the
now.
destruction that they were being paid to push.
You know, there's a famous hip-hop urban legend. I've spoken about it in the past, and even Crazy Ball has spoken about it as well. They said that years ago, a secret meeting happened in hip-hop where the elite met
Now
with
Austin.
some of the biggest hip-hop executives, and this is before hip-hop
So
became
possession
popular,
goes
global
over here on the punt.
Lil
And
Austin,
control
who
of the
was
football
the
switching
today.
hands
And
with very little
supposedly
time
during this
remaining
meeting,
until the half.
these elitists that were there were actually investors in the private prison
The
system.
Pittsburgh offense
And
at the
allegedly,
line to
they
start their
invested
next
into the
drive.
music industry
And they'll begin
injected
inside
heavily
their own
into
10,
a
so
lot of
field
budgets
position
to be able to
certainly
sign
not in their
gangster
favor
rappers,
here.
and gave these
And
executives
he'll
the
just
reason
push
to
his
sign
way
these
forward
gangster
for a
rappers,
few as the
because
clock
they
will
promised
run.
them more
And
money
now a
and told them
timeout
that these were the only
defensively
rappers they wanted to
after that
push.
first
The
down
reason,
play. So they're going to make
allegedly,
this
that they did
offense
this
sweat out
was
half
so
number
that
one.
these rappers that are signed can then promote gangsterism and street
Final
culture,
play of the
create
first
culture that we
half.
have
Here's
now
Pickett.
that would lead to them being incarcerated.
And he
This
knocks the
season,
ball
what
away,
it
and it
does,
falls
this is why I call it
incomplete.
a hip-hop story.
Time for a break.
It
We've
still
hit
seems like
halftime.
it's
2
what
quarters
really
down.
happens,
2
that
still
just
remain.
look
We
at the
step
music
aside. This is the
hip-hop,
NFL
they promote
on EA
destruction,
Sports.
and they glamorize it. They make it seem like a great thing. Just like we see Kai Cenat promoting the prison system. Kai Cenat is there showing himself in prison, having a good
Welcome
time.
back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
They think that it's a good old time the same way.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
That's what you need to understand.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Look at these influencers. Look at these big rappers, and they want
And this
to
return
just
to
like
net
that.
positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They start to relate prison as a joke because this is the experience that they're seeing from Kai Cenat. And yes, the kids know it's fake, but they think that Kai Cenat.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This is what they
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a
Just think to
checklist of
yourself,
things they
why
wanted to
else would
accomplish in the
you
first
think
half,
that?
certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game. So, I mean, empty box, establishing the run, pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah,
Not
you have
all
to be
these
careful
streaming
about how much
products
time
are
you're
fitting
giving
for
up. I
us.
think it's
So
a good
just
point
don't
to just...
show us that they don't care about us, and they're going to go all the way around and do
For
whatever they can
21
do
yards
to cause
Appreciate you tuning in to the channel, man. Sub up.
but when in
score here in
reality,
the opening
they're
minute
imprisoning
of
us.
the
They're
third
keeping us
quarter.
in a trap. We're
When the
stuck on the
quarterback
same
drops and has a guy
hamster wheel
that
doing the
wide
same
open
thing
in the end zone, his eyes have
for
to
them.
get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
It's not cheap to start one because they had big investors. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of those big
And it'll
investors
come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
It dictates what's being spread to there. It's all an agenda, and they're using the most influential people to play this out. This is how you get it done.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had the second back come in and maybe make the run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining
Pickett.
me. This Truth Talk episode.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Baker in 2020 after getting co-signed for both Jay-Z and Beyonce. Hey, when he even signed to Jay-Z's management company, which only secured her longevity in the music industry, it appeared she would be a new female rap star.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw, a nice work after the throw.
Come on, bro.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Najee Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I know Meg Stallion is an occultist, and I believe she took the Masonic oath in order to become a star. For those that are new to the channel and have no idea what the Freemasons
Buffalo
are,
offense ready to go for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you could probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches?
And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line. They can tee it up all game long.
23 yards to pick up there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball is arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Allen's throw is complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They do this because they rely so heavily on symbols.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he takes a shot in the release as this will be incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
In their music video with Young Thug called Don't Stop, you can see Meg
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Even more interesting, Young Thug is the feature of this song, a confirmed Freemason who actually doesn't hide his Masonic affiliation. I'm not going to go too deep into this video, as I already covered it in the past. When it comes to Meg, you can also
That's to the sideline and in.
This game, bro.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On play action, Allen.
At the very end of the video, she is seen in the
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
First down, and they're going to throw it Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Which again points to her alliance with the serpent. She is presenting herself as a literal serpent.
Allen now looks to throw.
Serpent shedding its skin as
This is caught for the Bills touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab. The Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This is supposed to represent
after the touchdown pass to kick it away.
Which represent definitely birth, and it's the whole theme of this entire video. So what is Meg referring to?
And it'll it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
They themselves go through a death and rebirth ritual called the ritual of Hiram Abimelech. This ritual consisted of a mason being ritually taken out and brought back to life.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. But Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, this is Harris. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
If these guys can chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Call behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
If you haven't seen this Triple X Tentacion video yet, make sure you watch it immediately. It does a great job at explaining all of this. And there is so much undeniable evidence in that video that it would help anyone see the truth. Just like X, Meg made sacrifices to get where she is. Right as Meg started to take off, her mother passed away. Once her mother passed away,
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Very similar to
Looking to throw,
after starting to finally see success in the music industry.
Pass taken in. He's been tight end. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
My mama was sacrificed. You understand?
They had lost their mother and then signed to Rock Nation. They then used Red Stallion to sacrifice Tory Lanez.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Has so much influence over the youth, something that is truly devastating. Most people don't realize how influential celebrities truly are. They have the youth in their hands. They shape the minds of the future. The Masons know this, and they're using these artists to push their agenda and shape the masses to their desire. This is the reason I have dedicated my channel to waking people up to this deception. I expose the artists who took the oath.
Pick it to throw on 1st down.
I cannot force any of you guys to stop
Looking
listening
for
to
Austin,
them.
intercepted.
That's not
Jair makes the play. And the Bills are going to take possession here at the 47-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identify it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing line. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
And the death of Heath Ledger has always been one of those mysteries to me. He was a successful actor with a thriving career who lost it all one year day. Once before, one of his most praised performances as the Joker, Ledger would be found in his
After
home
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
According to reports, his housekeeper and his massage therapist had found him unresponsive.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
He was casually dating at the time to inform her about the situation. Olsen, who was out of town, was sent over her bodyguard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big after this this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett back to throw. Level to the right side and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. And incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, keeping them under 200 today.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. At this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
I discovered while looking into the movie that it was reported that in order for Heath to become the Joker, it was believed he let himself get possessed by a demon.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
That Bob Washington, who worked on the set of the movie The Devil Inside,
On play action,
let
Allen.
himself become possessed in order to play the role of the Joker.
Up and downfield is Diggs. He's good. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so he wants to show it off later on. Look what I did out there, guys. And this
Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. All right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
These actors who take the oath allow themselves to become
Austin elects to bring this into the end zone.
This is how they become someone else so well.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Might sound crazy, but it's what's going on behind the scenes in Hollywood. Actors allow themselves to be consumed by spirits. It's called spirit channeling. It appears this is what Heath Ledger did to become the Joker. It was believed that in preparation for the film, Heath locked himself in a hotel room for months and tried to become the personification of evil to play the Joker character.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Harris again, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Something that consumed and destroyed them. And what I found in his last movie in Madden,
he's got his target. That's complete. Gets through and now open. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down to the 45 yards that time.
That's a really nice tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play like that. So when they do, they go back to their own little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
I watched this entire film in order to
lead
make
the
this
39
video.
here for first. This is 3rd down.
This movie is about a monk who was tempted by the devil
Here's
to play a
Pickett.
game of soul. At the beginning of the movie, the monk is chosen for this iniquity with the devil. This is offers the monk the opportunity.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about it. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
That is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They hand this off to Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He would not take the soul of his daughter. The monk then takes the deal. This is what plays out in the rest of the movie. The entire movie was based
Now
around
get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
We'll be talking more about soon. The movie was
They
packed
run the
with
play
protein.
fake. Here's
Throughout the
Pickett.
movie,
As he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. We're going to see this from the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but it ain't counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point now by Boswell.
Sacrifice to the devil for the monk's daughter. The devil ends up making a deal with the monk that if he can deliver the soul
And
of
that'll
Tony,
make this a
which is played by
19-point
King,
game.
he would give him back his daughter's soul. The monk takes the deal, and then he gets tricked by the monk into taking himself
Boswell
out.
now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is literally one of the last scenes of the movie, and shortly after he started filming this movie,
Out
he
of
was
the end
passed
zone,
away.
here comes
Not even
Hines.
being able to
And
finish
they're
the
going to
movie.
start in
This
a
is no
hole as he's
coincidence.
brought
We
down at
already
the
know
11.
everything that happens in
For
Hollywood
most people,
happens
the
for a
excitement of a
reason.
kickoff
This
return
was
is to see a
Hollywood
long run
foreshadowing
that
what
goes
was
back in
going
the
to
opposite
happen to
direction.
be, and
And for
also
the guys
setting us what
covering
he
it,
did
is
for the
being able to
success of
stop
Dark
them
Knight
deep in their own
film. It
territory.
appears
How
he
about
made
that
a deal with the
incredible
devil and
form tackle
sacrificed
right there,
himself for this deal.
shouldering the ball
At the
carrier,
same
and
time,
down
he
he
was
goes.
filming this movie where he is literally sacrificing
Oh,
the
this is
devil.
taken
He was
in.
filming
It's
the Dark Knight,
complete.
the movie
And
that
they're
would
going to get this
immortalize him.
beyond
He
the
passed
30
away
before
before
he's taken
finishing
down.
both these films.
Just like
In the
that,
movie
out of
Imaginarium,
danger and up
he
past the
literally
40
offers to
now for
sacrifice
first and
his own
10.
soul.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
He sold his soul in order to become a star. This is why he goes
That was late.
This is the
Picked
reason
up
this
by
role
Sean
is
Murphy
stupid.
Bunting.
He made this
And
deal
the
in order to be
Steelers are going
remembered
to
as a
take
star.
over once
I
again
believe he was
at
sacrificed, and I'm not the
37-yard
only one
line.
who
The
believes it,
Steeler
as this was
offense here
actually
about ready for
confirmed by
their
a
next
Hollywood
drive.
couple. After Randy
Pickett now
Quaid,
on
years ago,
first
right
down.
after this happened to E, came out and exposed this whole
He's got this
situation.
to
Randy and
Pickens.
his wife, who was also an
Now the
actor,
Steelers
claimed
use
that
the
a
first
secret
of their
group of
3
Hollywood rappers
timeouts
had been after them.
as they'll
And
stop
this is
the
the
clock
reason
with
he was on the
12
run with his
seconds
wife.
to go in
Randy
the
also
football
claimed that
game.
these
So
Hollywood
from the
rappers took
36
out
now,
many
first
actors
and
before,
10.
one being Heath Ledger.
Nominee Randy Quaid and his wife Debbie. For more than a year, they've been on the run avoiding felony charges in California.
Pickett
saying
now
that
from
they
the
don't want
gun
to be
here.
targeted by what they call star
Here's
rappers.
one deep for
Quaid is
Pickens.
doing this exclusively with
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
We believe there are a malignant tumor of star rappers in Hollywood.
The Quaids believe that people are singling out celebrities as their
Second and
stealing
10.
fortunes. Look, they believe David Carradine was found in a Bangkok hotel room, and Heath Ledger, of a overdose, were victims of the same conspiracy.
One final shot for Pickett.
As you heard for yourself, Randy claimed that these Hollywood actors were after him and his wife.
And that
Randy
will be
also claims
incomplete.
he believes
As
these
time
Hollywood
has
actors
run out
took out
on
Ledger
this
and many other actors. So many celebrities go out in the same way, and I believe this explains it well. These celebrities are found gone with zero logical explanation, just like we recently saw with Matthew Perry. All of these celebrities are paying a dark price to have